Hi class, it's Ing, and I wanted to show you how to make a graph out of your data. So here is your data, right? It should be in a table like this. Notice that drop heights, our independent variable, is on the far left-hand side. That is the appropriate way to set up tables if you want to graph quickly. Put the x-axis on the far left column. And here are our several trials, trial 1, trial 2, trial 3. So highlight this entire thing and copy it. Or you can highlight the entire thing and do Control C, or if you want to do old school, edit and copy. Now it's in the little clipboard of the computer, and now you just have to open up Google Sheets. It's in Drive, it's in Google Drive. Do a Google Sheets, right? Google Sheets is basically Excel like we did the last time, but I've been finding that those of you using phones and tablets to do your math, it's much easier to access Sheets. No knock on Microsoft. You can access Microsoft online, right? There is a web version of Excel, but I just know that many of you are much more comfortable with Sheets, so here we go. So here, highlight A1 and do Control V to paste, right? Or you could go to Edit, and then you can paste. There you go. Here's all my data. Great. Unlike Excel, we can't format this as a table, but that's not a big deal. It looks good enough. Highlight all your data and then go insert a chart right here, or go to insert a chart right here, right? Two options. So insert a chart. Google thinks it takes a little bit of time sometimes. Here you go. Google made us a chart. And Google made some assumptions that we wanted a line chart. But in science, we almost always want a scatter plot. A scatter plot connotes an X and Y relationship. So here, we're going to scroll down to chart type, and go all the way down here and give me a scatter plot. Great. We're not done yet. You have the data, it's in a scatter plot, that's great, but you're not going to get all of your competencies for graphing because the graph is kind of messed up. Like, there's not enough information in our X and Y axes, and our title's all messed up. So here, go to customize, go to your chart editor and customize. Sometimes you're here and then you lost that little column. Just click on the graph, click on these three dots. Go to edit chart, and then go here to customize. Great. Almost all of our work is going to be in this part here, chart and axes titles. So the chart title is going to be our drop height versus our crater size. All right, that's a good title. And then I want my horizontal title. That's our drop heights, but we need the units, which is centimeters. All right. Your axes should always have both what the axis is and what units they're in. And then finally, my vertical axis title. My vertical axis title is going to be my crater size. And that is also in centimeters. Okay, and then you are basically done. There are some of you who really want to add a trend line just because, I don't know, aesthetics. So if you want to add trend line, that's fine. Go to edit chart, go to customize, go to series. Scroll down here into a trend line, and our trend line, I mean, linear doesn't really fit. It's probably going to be logarithmic. If you want to add it because it makes it look cool, great. But I didn't really go through the math to really explain what type of relationship we're expecting. So it's really hard for you to kind of talk through why that trend line is there. But I will say it looks like a pretty darn logarithmic relationship. So by all means, put in the trend line if you want to. Finally, go here, click on the three dots, and then copy the chart. Go back to your doc, scroll down here, and then you could Control V. Always link your data. Trust me on this, always link your data. Just because if you do any changes to your data, it'll be linked in there, and then you could resize this. And then now you're almost done with it, but my old profs always had a saying, you don't have any naked graphs, meaning whenever you have a graph, you describe what you see. So here, this is your chance to then delete this instruction and type in what you see. You should see that the drop heights, as they increase, crater size does increase, but not in a linear fashion, in a fashion that's like exponential or logarithmic language like that. Thank you very much for watching.